Hello, friends, this is Money, and today I'm here to share with you my angelic messages from the 31st October until the 5th of November. Actually, I didn't do this reading yesterday, that was a Monday, because today, the 31st of October, from what I get, the messages from spiritual realms, ascended masters, and angelic beings. That 31st, today is a very crucial day, and 1st of November is not just the start of a new month but start of a new energetic portal as well. So today marks the day of really finishing off everything that we need to finish, close the doors on things that do not serve our purpose any longer, which could be relationships, career, work. um, by work, I do not mean that everyone will be going through a career switch. I also mean a change in the energy, the way you the way you work. If you're a therapist or a healer or a light worker, the way you've been doing your work, perhaps you're going to change your strategy. Perhaps you're going to move in a new and different direction from now onwards. Perhaps you will bring a new energy stream into your work, like new energy flow, because you really want to go for it now and you'll feel ready to be able to do so. So that's what I meant, that there'll be a lot of changes energetically in terms of relationships, in terms of work, in terms of health, starting from, I would say, afternoon 31st October, which around 2 p.m. That's the time I'm being shown until, I mean, the cycle will now go on. And so basically, this reading is from 31st October until 5th of November. But the energetic cycle, which ended yesterday, and the new cycle, which begins this afternoon on 31st of October, it will continue, I think, until middle of December. Okay, so I'm going to keep bringing you readings regularly from now on every week, and you feel free to connect with me through the comment section on YouTube or on Facebook, and I'll try to answer your queries, and we go through this together. So let me start with the relationships. I've been shown that relationship is going to play a very crucial role from now on. I think a lot of people these days are experiencing the twin flame phenomena. Especially people who are light workers and who are leading their lives from a more heart-centered and more in a more spiritual manner, so to speak, are I think have either met or have suddenly developed this longing to be united with the twin flame or the other half of the soul, um, in a feminine or a masculine body, he or she, the Shiva or Shakti union, so to speak. People have really started longing for that, and bringing and manifesting the twin flame in their lives. So I think 1st of November onwards, the energies are going to shift. So if there has been a separation between the twin flames, if you have experienced a separation recently or in a not so recent past, maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago, or even last year or a few years ago, it is likely that the person that you have in your heart may come back, and it is likely from past partners uh, to show up as well, uh, in a way to finish off. If there are karmic partners, then it may be to finish off any residual karma, say forgiveness, releasing of anger, and you know or releasing of regrets or guilt. So it could lead to some kind of heart to heart conversations with some old karmic partners that you have met along the way, which will also clear the path for your twin flame union. You know, sometimes, especially nowadays, when we go through we go through a lot of people do go through a lot of relationship changes, and we carry a lot of karma from the past. Sometimes it gets difficult. So even if we have met a twin flame, it gets difficult because we're carrying hurts and regrets and judgments from a past, and we project it onto our relationship with a twin or the true love, and it then affects that particular relationship negatively and prevents it from manifesting. So that's why a karmic release, in form of forgiveness, releasing of guilt, anger, judgment, releasing of any kind of negative self-image, lack of self-love, um, any kind of hatred, residual resentments that you may be or one may be carrying towards old karmic partners need to be released right now, so that the soul is ready on this physical plane to merge with your highest partner. All right. And also, I do want to warn you as the messages comes that not everyone, even if you may have met your twin and a separation may have occurred, you may still not be able to be physically united with your twin, because not everyone unites with a twin flame on their human life. Normally, people who merge as twin flames or unite with their twin flames are the ones who are in their last reincarnation on the planet, and after this, they may choose not to come, or if they come, those are really ascended beings who may choose to come or not to come back in a future reincarnation. Okay, so for some of you who at the soul level are not ready for your twin union, you may be presented with a soulmate, a karmic soulmate, uh, someone from your karmic family with whom you may have had some previous lifetimes on the earthly plane, who's likely to carry a twin frequency. You know what a twin frequency is? So he or she, that person, that particular partner, masculine or feminine, may still reflect the qualities that your twin partner may be carrying, but still be from your karmic connections, and the karmic soul family. So that may happen for some of you who are not yet ready to merge with the twin. Okay. I think yesterday and the last 2 days before that, 28th, 29th, and the 30th of October, uh, energetically and spiritually, for sensitive people, they were quite heavy in energy, because we were getting acquainted with the darker emotions, emotions like sadness, sorrow, depression, or maybe some kind of dejection. It could be over anything, or it could be over nothing at all, but just energetically we might have been feeling heavy. It's a form of release that was taking place, and that release, I think it finished. The release period was until 2 p.m. 31st of October, and the energies will be lighter, more joyful, um, now onwards. Okay, so if you had been feeling heavy, a heaviness in your chest, or shoulder pains, or body pains, or fevers, or whatever, then it's okay. Just release it, have salt water bath, go for a walk, just relax, meditate, chant, do whatever to help you feel lighter. And do not be scared of the darker emotions as well. I think there's a lot of talk about, when we feel these kind of emotions like anger, resentment, sorrow, sadness. We have to just kind of not face it and just be positive all the time. No, I think it's important for us to really embrace the darkness as well. Once we fully embrace it, then we can really become whole and healed and move towards light in a more um, in a in a more wholesome manner, okay, because light and darkness are all part of the same duality. And it is okay, we may be earth angels, we may be light workers, we may be, some of us may be ascended masters in human bodies, but at the same time we have to realize that we are having this human earthly existence, and which is very dense with ego, uh, and it's normal for us to feel certain things which we may consider dark or as not in being fully light. So if you're feeling angry, resentful, guilty, regretful, um, sad even, then embrace it, acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, you'll be more ready to be able to release it and move beyond it. Okay, so that's so release all that comes up, and I think 31st half day onwards, the latter half of 31st October onwards, a lot of you will have started feeling lighter and more joyful already. Okay. And then I already gave you a message about your relationship with the twin flame. So some people may actually see a twin coming back if a separation has occurred in a recent past. Some of you have recognized and met your twin flame. I think whether the union occurs in a physical plane or not, just to have met your twin and to have recognized him or her as a twin is a privilege already, which is denied to a lot of people. You know, can it's better to have met your twin and recognize that person, rather not to have met at all and still carry that longing. And if your twin is still not ready to come to you, him or her, whether it's a masculine or a feminine, it's still okay. Send them unconditional love. Do not carry anger. Do not, of course, the pain and longing might be there. Uh, you may still continue to miss them, but do send them unconditional love because they're the part of your soul. Okay, so your evolution is their evolution, and their evolution is yours, and we have a responsibility to help our twins evolve and grow, whether they unite with us in a physical plane or not. Okay. So, and of course, I also gave you the message about soulmates coming in. So, if the separation has occurred with a twin, or even if you haven't yet met, some of us are likely to meet our karmic soul partners, um, who may actually be perhaps more suited for us to lead a happier and peaceful life, um, uh, through this lifetime. You know, sometimes a twin relationship can be very volatile and painful as well if both the twins are not at the same level of evolution. Okay, so that's about the relationship, then about energetic releases, now about work. So this message I'm getting, especially for the light workers, healers, and even people who are not healers, the light workers, you know, who are basically doing what they do. They could be lawyers, they could be doctors, they could be artists, authors, or fiction authors, or what have you, you know. Um, Even in that case, even then, you would be feeling a fresh energy, as if you want to work differently. You know, your thought process might change. The way you perform your professional duties would change. Perhaps you will bring in a fresh lease of energy. New ideas may come up, and especially for those people who are waiting to write the books, I think it's time for you to get back on the writing desk. Okay. um, and this is message for people, if there are any authors or wannabe authors who are watching this video. I would encourage you to. And nowadays there are a lot of platforms. You could be blogging, you could be writing an article for an online portal, or an online magazine. So there are a lot more ways to share and express yourself. Okay. And another message I have for light workers is the energies overall on the planet are quite dense, quite dark, quite thick. And it is very likely for us sensitive souls, the empaths, to feel that heaviness. Especially light workers in different countries, there's a lot of politically, economically, socially, there might be a lot of heaviness that may be going on in your environment, which is not in light. In terms of leaderships, in terms of uh, the way people who are in power or uh, conduct themselves, everything is not in integrity, and you might be feeling affected by it. So I think it's important for us, light workers and even sensitive people, to spend some time by yourself, meditate, and really send out light. It's very, very important to not be feeling scared and to let the heaviness take over us, but really send out light. I think I would like to share that maybe when you're doing a meditation, uh, one way to send out light is to just visualize planet Earth in front of you, the whole globe, and just with your hands like this, you send light and love and compassion and peace and joy to the whole planet, including yourself, including your immediate family, your parents, your father, mother, siblings, partners, children, extended family, in-law, everyone. Visualize don't forget to visualize yourself and your family and your loved ones while you're sending light. Okay. Send out love, joy, compassion, good health, good thoughts, upright behavior, integrity, positivity, to the whole planet. And these little actions will help enhance the energies collectively, and will help raising the consciousness of the planet. Okay. So this was my reading about the relationships, work, energetic releases, and also sending out light to the whole planet. And also don't forget to send light to animals and the forests and the trees and the nature. Yeah. To the oceans. Include include all aspects of the planet when you're sending out light, so that things begin to change. Um, all right, so it's very important for us light workers uh, to not be bogged down with the heaviness of the energies that are in our environment, and really be centered in our light presence, because that's how we become the source of light, and the cause of change of consciousness on this school, uh, planet Earth, that we have chosen to be born on at this particular moment in time. Okay, and those that was my channeled message. I have another one coming up, that which would be about twin flames, because I think I'm getting guided to speak only about twin flames in my next message. So do tune in on my YouTube channel, which is Money Goel, and also connect with me on my Facebook page, which is Money Goel Author. Um, you may send me your comments, your messages. I try to respond to them as promptly as I can, and I look forward to having your comments. And if there's any particular topic you would like me to speak about, then please do so. One of my upcoming videos would be about Akashic records as well. So do join me. And I'm going to use Miss Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards um, during Virtue and Bradley Valentine's Angel Tarot cards, and bring the three and pull out three cards and see what comes up for all of us as a group for the week from 30th of October until 5th of November. All right. So one card which is just dropped is um, Page of Fire. It says, you probably can't read it because the screen shows us the other way. It has a mirror image on it, but I will read out for you. It's Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous, news of an exciting new endeavor, use your originality and ingenuity. So I think that energetically this card is pretty much in sync with the message that I channeled for the week that energetically changes that begin from 31st of October. So be creative, be outgoing, um, be centered in your power, in your light, and there are probably new and exciting opportunities coming your way very, very soon in terms of, and again, I get relationships and work, not just work, not just one, I get both, right? Knight of Air, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. And again, this card is of movement. The another one was Page of Fire. This one is Knight of Air, which is again, I think it's also, it shows me the image of a unicorn and a knight, a warrior, actually a warrior of light riding that unicorn. And so again, this card is in sync with the channel message that I shared with you earlier. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions to problems. And it also tells me again that some of you who have been waiting for that relationship to occur may actually meet someone, a karmic soulmate, or a twin flame may come back if a separation has occurred in a recent past or not so recent past. So I think this card is very significant. It may also signify a messenger. Someone may act as a messenger, bring you some great news about a new project. So, you may connect to some right people who may put you in the right direction in terms of work, and it may also mean a relationship moving to another level, or some conflicts, or being resolved. All right. And the third card. So energetically, both these cards are in sync with the channel message that I had for you. Again, a lovely card in terms of relationship. Page of Water. The cards are beautiful. And again, this card kind of reinstates the messages that I had been getting. Page of Water. Look at this card. Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So energetically, all these three cards are, there's one fire, the middle one is air, and then we have water. So the fire is, to me, it also signifies, releases, because fire burns. So you can, the first card that came out was fire. So you're ready to release all that needs to be released from your life, to let go, which implies any kind of dark emotions, any kind of ego based fears, or anything, regrets, feelings of judgments, anger. And then air, the Knight of Air card brings in new energy, new movement, new projects, new people, new friends. Um, Also, I see air travel. Some of you will start traveling now, November onwards, for work or for leisure or whatever. But definitely a lot of movement signified through this card. And then Page of Water, which is more calming, which is intuitive, which also signifies heightened spiritual capacities. So that's the future. All right. So these were all very beautiful cards, and energetically we are moving on to an exciting phase. So be happy, be joyful, be your beautiful selves, and I'll join you again with a fresh reading for the 6th of November. All right. Namaste. This is Mani Goel. Bye.